Hello and welcome back. I'm Emma from Potential.com, and today we're pulling back the curtain on something exciting. You've heard the buzz about AI agents. But what happens when they're actually put to work in real businesses, solving real problems? That's exactly what we're here to show you. In a moment, Rachel will catch you up on the latest AI news and share a book you'll want to add to your reading list. Then our co-founder, Shadi Banner, will walk you through how AI agents are being used across industries to automate operations, boost efficiency, and get more done, faster. We'll follow that with a few live demonstrations of our AI tools in action, and wrap up with a Q&A during our AI clinic, where we'll answer your questions live. Stick around and jump into the chat whenever you like. And to everyone watching us live on YouTube and LinkedIn, make sure you're subscribed and following our channels to stay updated on all things AI. Now, let's dive in.
Thank you for calling. Please hold. We've heard that sentence billions of times. We've accepted it like it's normal. But it's not. It's broken. Businesses spend billions every year staffing call centers, and still, customers wait. Agents burn out. Sales get missed. We've automated emails. We've automated ads. But the voice of the business, still stuck in 1999. That's why we created Rachel. She's not a chatbot. She's a voice agent who talks to your customers, answers questions, books appointments, qualifies leads. And here's the twist. She'll help you create your own voice agent in 30 seconds. No devs, no delays, no excuses. So now, the only real question is, why are you still doing this the old way? Talk to Rachel today.
Let's kick things off with some powerful numbers. The global voice AI agents market is projected to explode over the next decade, growing from just $2.4 billion in 2024 to an impressive $47.5 billion by 2034. That's a staggering, compound annual growth rate of 34.8%. This growth highlights just how fast businesses are moving toward AI-driven conversations, automating support, improving response times, and delivering around-the-clock service without the added overhead. AI voice agents aren't just a trend anymore, they are quickly becoming a core part of how companies interact with customers. Now here's something straight out of a science fiction movie. Kawasaki just revealed Corleo, a hydrogen-powered, four-legged robot. This futuristic bot is designed to walk smoothly, carry loads, and operate in tough environments, and with hydrogen fueling it, Corleo brings a new level of mobility to the robotics game. It's bold, it's weird, and it's real. I think I'm finally ready to climb Mount Everest. Who wants to join me? Next up, Meta is making waves again with the release of Llama 4. The new model promises major improvements in reasoning, instruction following, and coding, putting it right up there with the best in the game, and it's still open weight, which means developers can build freely on top of it. Meta's clearly doubling down on making powerful AI more accessible. Now this one's getting a lot of buzz. Stanford and NVIDIA just unveiled TTTMLP, a new AI model that can generate full 1-minute animated videos from a single text prompt. To show it off, they created brand new, Tom and Jerry-style scenes, featuring the same classic characters and chaotic energy we all know and love. The results are surprisingly smooth, and it's a huge step forward for AI-powered animation. And if you're into visuals, Midjourney just released its latest version, and it's looking sharper than ever. V7 brings major upgrades in realism, lighting, and prompt accuracy. The images feel more detailed, more dynamic, and way more responsive to what you actually type. Artists and designers are already calling it a game changer, and honestly, I can see why. Okay, so apparently I don't even need a body to become a TikTok star now. ByteDance just dropped Dream Actor M1, an AI model that can take a single photo and turn it into a full-on video with realistic expressions and movement. So basically, I could star in music videos, reaction clips, or even movie scenes, all without lifting a finger. Watch out, influencers. Now, to wrap up my segment, I've got a great book to recommend this week. It's called Power and Prediction: The Disruptive Economics of Artificial Intelligence by Ajay Agrawal, Joshua Gans, and Avi Goldfarb. It dives into how AI isn't just a tech upgrade, it's a full-on shift in how decisions are made and how businesses operate. The authors explain why the real disruption isn't in the technology itself, but in how we redesign our systems and workflows to take full advantage of it. It's a smart, strategic read, especially if you're thinking about how to apply AI in real-world settings, just like we're exploring today. That's it from me for now. Catch you next week with more AI updates and another read worth your time.
Hello, everyone. Great to be with you. Sorry for my voice. I've got a little bit of a flu. This is the benefit of doing things remotely. And so no one's going to get sick. Um, we're going to talk a bit about today the background, like just a quick history of the past 3 years of acceleration that has happened in AI. As you recall, in November 2022, what happened was OpenAI had released its ChatGPT, this language model that we were all so excited about. And then that sort of created a flurry of different kinds of language models that were out there, which now have become so much more developed. So the language model was the first part of this generative AI wave that was released. And then we had improvements in image creation, generation, and that's become now quite perfect. So the language is at an amazing stage. The images creation is at an amazing stage. We then moved to music. Now you can create your own music, also very good quality music. And just recently, we started to produce great videos, also using these models. It still needs a bit of development, but we're getting there probably in the next couple of months. You're going to have the capability of producing amazing videos through these generative AI models. Now, the big developments that recently happened have been in deep research, where the AI can do what is called a chain of thought embedded inside it and sort of structure its thought and its work. And this has allowed for the AI models to really dig deeper on topics and be able to come up with much more structured and in-depth analysis, research on various topics. And this is going to be amazing when it comes to sciences and any topic that needs more work to be developed. So this deep research is revolutionizing a lot of the sciences, and it's getting developed really well. And now it's become a standard in a couple of the models. Google came up with it first, but then OpenAI did the same, and others have followed suit. Now, the big breakthrough has been in the reasoning capability. So this has become, in the past couple of months, something that has come out from a lot of the models. And the DeepSeek model, which you probably heard about coming out of China, had a specialty in this as well. They were everyone was surprised by their capabilities. The reasoning model is really impressive because it goes beyond just the languages and the other parts, which mainly are predicting the next tokens in a generative AI process. The reasoning allows these models to work on very complicated math problems, science problems, things that need a logical approach, and they're doing really, really well at it. Now, yesterday, I don't know if you heard, but Elon Musk and the X team came up with Grok 3, which is the latest version. And it's also, even though they've only been working on it for a year, it has really made a huge impact so far in the past couple of hours in what can be seen in terms of the quality, etc. So they've done a really great job. Now, what you're going to see is currently a lot of these different big models are handled independently. So you'll find, for example, OpenAI, they have the O3, then they have the O4. There's different models for reasoning versus quick text, etc. And it is a bit confusing in dealing with them. Most of the models from Anthropic, Google, OpenAI, and others have this problem. But what you're going to see in the next month or two or three in the coming short period is there's going to be an alignment, and it's expected that ChatGPT 5 will actually blend all of these together into one model. So you could tap into it with one interface, and the model will be smart enough to identify what's the best version of it to use. And that's going to become a standard. Now, initially, when again, this has all happened over the past 2.5 years. It's crazy how fast the progress has been. And a lot of people were saying, the value add is in these models. But now, even though these huge companies, from Microsoft to Google to AWS and the others, OpenAI, they've raised hundreds of billions of dollars. They're all fighting and racing for the supremacy when it comes to the models themselves, the big models. But given the price of how these models the price has been coming down, the competition for us, the average people, the average businesses, most of the rest of the world is not really in this space. Our big opportunity is in the application layer that sits on top of these models. So we have the benefit, all of us in our businesses, to tap into these large scale models, let them race over the billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars that they're investing, and see who will get to a better result. And what we can do is just tap into all of the effort that they've done and build on top of it. And that's where really this opportunity at the moment is. Now, we've been doing a lot of research in Potential about, where do we focus our energies, and I wanted to share some of this with you. So a very good report that came out of Menlo Ventures, which are a very good VC company in Silicon Valley, identifying where are the customers really putting the money when it comes to generative AI, and what is their selection criteria. And you could see the two most important ones are that there's something that's easily quantifiable as a return on investment. So if I take an AI application, can it quickly provide me with value? Can I demonstrate it? And is it customizable for my organization and industry? So these are like the major criteria for companies to decide on to use AI. And I encourage you in your business to think of it that way. And at the same time, if you're providing services that are powered by AI to your customers, to also think of it in that kind of way. Because when it comes to these, like we said, these large models, the language model, the foundational models, they are doing everything. And they're so, all knowing when it comes to AI. However, the real advantage is if you can zoom in based on your experience, based on your knowledge, based on your um, uh, customer base, and zoom into things and opportunities that can add value to your users or your customers quickly by using AI. And this is where you have a big advantage because you understand your customers more than anyone else. Now, we're going to show you these two. Uh, there are many cases where these use cases where these AI have been used. Code generation in coding, it's been used a lot, but support chatbots have been an area that have been amazing to use, and coaching is another area. And we've chosen these two areas to sort of suggest for everyone to start to get into the AI opportunity. So you've probably seen our chatbots. I think a lot of you have maybe given it a free trial. So these bots are very easy to set up, very easy to train, and they can be quickly deployed on your sites to work with your customers. So they're amazing at the moment. I mean, the bots that the basic version of the bots are not agents, and we'll talk a little bit more about the difference. But they do a lot of work that can be quickly useful to your end customers. The other part, this coaching part, can be set up in the same way that the support chatbots can be set up. Very easy. They could be trained on your methodology, your process, and you can imagine these coaching bots can shadow every job function in the organization. Every function in an organization can have its own AI coach that understands that function inside out. So, as an example, HR in an organization can have a chatbot that understands all of the policies, the code of conduct, the vacation policies, the pay, uh, anything to do with salaries, etc. So all of this could be easily trained, and it becomes a coach for employees to tap into for any HR questions, or even for the HR teams to actually tap into if they want to get more information. Similarly, we'll show you an example of a sales bot that can act as a sales coach when your team is going out to the customers. Before they go out to the customers, they can practice with the sales coach on role plays. The sales coach can actually draft compelling emails for the customers, or they could rephrase the emails to make it more compelling. So any of these job functions can have a coach aligned to your practices, your methodologies, and ready to go. So these two areas are really the quickest way to get into AI. They can be easily deployed, like we said, in minutes on a website, and it can have many, many use cases. And this is where it goes back to what we were saying before, is that you would know um, what use cases are most important for you and for your customers, and as such, you could deploy them. So these are examples of some bots sitting on, some like the Ministry of Education was using our bots for one of their challenges. We also have another one on productivity. And then you could see these, like I was mentioning, for each department in your organization, you can have a coach that supports the employees in that space. And here's an example of this, sales coach. We're going to show you live examples in a bit, but you can see you could set up this kind of coach in minutes. You could feed it your own product information, so it can be customized to your specific needs, and you could help to use your team can use it to improve their sales. So these chatbots, like we said, no code, very easy to set up. You've probably seen them. If you haven't, I suggest that you do try. Go to ai.potential.com and give it a try. If you have tried it and are using it, feel free to share your feedback on the call here. And if you haven't, if you tried it but you didn't actually sign up, also please share your feedback in terms of anything that you would want to see in these bots. But we've over the past year or so, this has been our focus to try to identify what is the easiest entry point for people to get comfortable with AI. And we found that these chatbots are the most useful. They provide the biggest ROI. They're very cost effective to deploy, very quick, and it allows you to experiment and improve on it. Now, once you've done that well, use the bots and you're comfortable with them, now you would be able to move to this next phase. This year, the special agents are in town, so we have these now agentic AI models. So what's the difference? You could think of them similar to the chatbots, but in addition to just chatting back and forth, they also have the opportunity of taking actions on the discussions with the end users, or they will be able to go and do tasks independently. So you could imagine companies of the future, and the future meaning maybe by the end of this year, that's how close we are, could be running with one entrepreneur and then a team of agents around them that actually does different parts of the work. So there's an agent that would be able to do marketing, another agent that will be able to do customer service, etc., etc. So there's a lot of opportunity. I'd like to give you a sneak peek to a voice-based agent. So this is, again, now once we're talking about these agents, you can start to have not just chat-based, but also voice-based. If you'd like, while we're on the call, go to ai.potential.com/support and press the green button. You need to activate your mic on the browser and just have a quick chat between you and our customer support voice agent. Let us know what you think. I'll give you a minute to do that before we move on. Customer service is going to be a huge area that's going to be disrupted by AI agents. You can imagine that every organization can have, in the same way we were talking before about a chatbot that users can interact with, every organization can provide the highest quality now customer service with a click of a button. Or on your website, you can have a section where the users can talk to a sales representative from your team, which is actually an AI agent trained on on your products, can interact and recommend the right products for the customers based on the discussion that's going back and forth with them. So this is really a game changer. At the moment, I mean, we're experimenting with a couple of things. Let me go back to show you some of the experiments here. So one of our clients is using the career talk for performance management. So supporting employees who, before they go and they do their performance review, being well prepared for it, being able to identify their career path and what would be the jobs that would be, or skills that they need to develop for that career path. How do they set SMART goals? All aligned to the organization's competencies framework, and jobs and job profiles. Similarly, managers who are doing the reviews with their employees can go and talk to the bots and be able to share, pull up the performance review, analyze it, etc. with the bot. Another example is the skincare agent that basically someone will go in, they'll take a photo of their face, answer a few questions, and then the agent will do its research and recommend products that are suitable for them. The fitness coach is another one for fitness and well-being. You could load a photo of your body in sports clothes, answer a few questions and put your goals, and then it would recommend a fitness plan, and then you'd be able to discuss it and interact with it on the coach. And the example of the customer support is quite obvious, which is what I advise you to check. So can you let me know on the chat if anyone has tried it and your feedback? So that's that's an example of the agents. Now you can see these agents playing various roles in a business's workflow. This is why I was telling you earlier that you can imagine an agent can handle, or a set of agents can handle many different things in an organization. So the companies of the future will only have a few people, and most of the actual employees will be agents. And that's actually what a recent PwC study has shown. Prepare to manage the digital workers. So AI agents will start to be part of the HR practice, and HR will need to up the game to be able to manage not just the humans but also the agents in the organization, because it's going to be a combination of both humans and AI agents working side by side. Now, of course, many companies are not ready for this. Many organizations are still struggling. But this is where you have the advantage of being a step ahead. You being on this call today and being on top of the developments and experimenting with how it could be used to support your business is going to be an amazing way to stay ahead.
Thank you, Shadi, for sharing those insights with us. Now let's jump into some quick demonstrations where we'll show you some of our AI tools in action, including agents, coaches, chatbots, workflows, and more. As always, keep your questions coming in the chat. The team will be answering them as we go along. I'll hand it over now to our product and stakeholder teams.
Artificial intelligence has come a long way. We started with basic automation, then moved to chatbots and virtual assistants. But now, we're entering a new era, AI agents. These aren't just bots that answer questions. AI agents can think, act, and execute tasks independently, without constant human input. They don't just wait for commands. They take initiative, make decisions, and optimize workflows in ways that were never possible before. And the best part? They're already transforming business, productivity, and automation worldwide. So what exactly are AI agents? How do they work? And why should you care? Let's break it all down. AI agents are more than just smarter chatbots. They are goal-driven systems that can analyze situations, determine the best course of action, and then execute decisions autonomously. Unlike traditional AI tools, which need constant input, AI agents learn from past interactions, make independent decisions, and adapt to changing situations. Think of them as virtual team members, ones that never sleep, never get tired, and are constantly working to make your business more efficient. Let's talk about how AI agents actually work. The process starts with perception. AI agents gather real-time data from multiple sources, whether it's customer interactions, market trends, or internal business operations. Next comes decision-making. Instead of just following preset rules, AI agents analyze data, recognize patterns, and determine the most effective actions. And finally, execution and learning. Once an AI agent completes a task, it evaluates its own performance, learns from the results, and improves future decisions. This self-learning ability makes AI agents far more powerful and scalable than any previous AI system. Now let's talk about real-world applications, because AI agents are already making an impact. Businesses are using AI agents in many fields. Marketing and business strategy. AI marketing assistants generate campaigns, optimize content, and analyze trends in real time. Customer support and engagement. AI agents respond instantly to customer inquiries, freeing up human teams for more complex issues. Workflow automation and productivity. AI-driven tools are assigning tasks, tracking deadlines, and managing entire projects without human intervention. Take this for example. Potential's AI marketing plan generator is helping businesses build and refine campaigns with AI-driven insights, eliminating the need for weeks of manual planning. Potential's AI blog generators is doing the same for content creation, structuring articles, and optimizing SEO, all with minimal human input. This is what AI agents are built for: streamlining operations, improving efficiency, and allowing businesses to scale faster than ever before. And the results speak for themselves. 90% of companies report better workflow efficiency after adopting AI agents. That means faster execution, fewer bottlenecks, and smarter decision-making at every level of an organization. For businesses that embrace AI agents today, the competitive advantage is massive. They're cutting costs, improving customer experiences, and staying ahead in an AI-powered future. Of course, AI agents aren't just for businesses. They're going to shape how we work, how we communicate, and how industries operate in the coming years. As they evolve, AI agents will become even more autonomous, more intuitive, and more deeply integrated into everything from finance and healthcare to education and entertainment. And the question isn't if AI agents will become standard, it's how soon businesses will start adopting them. So if you're ready to explore how AI agents can optimize your business, now is the time to act. Learn how AI-powered automation is transforming industries and start integrating AI agents into your workflow today.
Do you want a 24/7 AI agent to instantly respond to every WhatsApp message your business receives? With an AI chatbot, you can easily automate responses, engage customers faster, and never miss a message again. Set up and train your AI chatbot, then integrate it with WhatsApp in just a few clicks. Your AI WhatsApp assistant is now always available to instantly respond to customers anytime, anywhere. Ready to elevate your customer service? Set up your AI chatbot in just minutes if you haven't already, and seamlessly integrate it with WhatsApp to take your business to the next level.
Hey there, I'm Rachel, your super friendly AI sidekick, here to help you set up your very own AI voice agent. Just hit that shiny Talk to Rachel button and we'll get this party started. I'll pop up a quick little form. Just drop in your name, email, website URL, and give your agent a name. As we chat, I'll be building your custom AI voice agent trained on your website content. Your agent will be ready within a minute, and I'll send you an email with a link to test it out, plus all the details you need to get started. Oh, and you get 10 minutes free to try it, no strings attached. Never miss a lead again. Let AI handle your calls like a boss.
We hope those demonstrations gave you a real sense of what AI agents can do when they're put to work. If there's anything you'd like us to cover next time, or a use case you're curious about, let us know in the chat. We're always building these sessions around you. Before we jump into the Q&A, we have a special offer for you today. Experience our AI voice agent firsthand with a free 10-minute trial and 50% off your first month. Just use the code VOICE50. Don't miss this chance to upgrade your customer interactions. Also, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on LinkedIn to stay updated with all things AI. Thanks again for joining us today, whether you're watching live or tuning in through Zoom. Now, for everyone on Zoom, it's time to open the floor for your questions.